All right, Facebook. Hey, Facebook. So, did you miss me this morning? Did you miss me this morning? We did not have our T minus 10 minutes this morning. It is Labor Day. So, I'm coming to you with a little Labor Day special broadcast, okay? Special broadcast. Instead of my tea, I'm drinking limonada. Limonada. They have lemonade here that has ginger in it and mint. And so, I'm drinking that. But let me tell you who I am, and just in case you are new to joining me, I am Shay Cannon, the fractional COO, that's Chief Operating Officer, and I support CEOs to make sense of their business so that they can create and fund their freedom, okay? So they can create and fund their freedom. Now, I lead by example. My freedom looks like living and working my business from anywhere in the world, and I am currently in the tango and beef capital of the world. No worries if you don't know where that is. I am in Buenos Aires, Argentina. So that's what my freedom looks like, and that is the freedom that my business funds. Okay. Why are we here today? Why are we here today? Hey, Cheryl, thank you for joining me. We are here because I wanted to have a special conversation with you, okay? And as always, all of my broadcasts start with a blog post. Let me put that blog post in here for you guys. Boom. Because I just realized I can add to the comments while I'm broadcasting live. But check out that blog post. It has some CEO tips for self-management and team management. Okay, so it's at shaycannon.com/labor. What I'm talking today about is labor of love. Um, every year around Valentine's Day and around Labor Day, I think about my love of entrepreneurship, right? Valentine's Day is obvious, right? It's a love holiday, and I love business. Now, when I think of Labor Day, right? That day is supposed to commemorate the laborers in the United States. And to me, I kind of associate labor with kind of a burden, right? So we want to kind of have a labor of love and not just have this burden on our shoulders. So this is a more personal conversation, and it's about your CEO energy, okay? Your CEO energy. One thing about being a small business CEO is your business kind of lives and dies with you, right? It also ebbs and flows with you. And so it is so important that you keep the right CEO energy, okay? Keep the right CEO energy. Your business can be a labor of love if it exudes fulfillment, okay? Love is about fulfillment, right? And love is an energy that fulfills. I want you to be aware of the energies that drain. Okay. The energies that drain. Number one thing I feel like, and this is what kind of brought me here today, right? Because I have touch points with small business CEOs in all kinds of places, different masterminds, different CEO or small business groups, different entrepreneur groups. I have people that come to me for strategy sessions, even some of my own clients. And what I'm going to say about your CEO energy that I feel like is most important. There's one thing out here affecting a lot of us as we're boots on the ground trying to elevate our business. Okay. And I'm just going to start off by saying, mind your business. Okay. Mind your business. And I mean that figuratively and I mean it literally. Like mind your business, the company that you're building, and mind your business as in stop looking at everybody else. Okay. Comparison, they say, is the thief of joy, right? It's the thief of joy. It's also the thief of your business success. Okay. Because when you're always comparing yourself to other business owners, comparing your business to other businesses, that's draining. Okay. That's not the right energy that you want to be in. And it's also not a true measure of success. Okay. Comparing yourself to someone else or comparing your business to someone else's business is not the measure of success. That's where some of you are going wrong. Okay. And when you're comparing yourself to someone else or comparing your business to someone else's business, you rarely catch up. you have created a race that you're already losing at. And you rarely catch up to win because your measuring stick is all wrong. Your measuring stick is all wrong. Let me give you a great example. I love that people give me, kudos for showing up, for putting out lots of content, for always trying to help and all of this. The thing that I hear a lot is, you're killing it. Shay, you're killing it. Thank you. I work hard. And so, I appreciate the accolades. But what I've also noticed is what usually comes right after the Shay, you're killing it, is all the reasons why they're not killing it. All the reasons why they can't do what they think I'm doing, right? That's why you should mind your own business, okay? Because you actually don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what my struggles are unless you ask me, right? Stop comparing. Stop comparing. Stop comparing. Yes, I'm putting out a lot of content. Yes, I'm doing a lot of things. However, did you know that I'm always shifting and adjusting? Shifting and adjusting, right? I have this plan, and when I tell you, shit rarely goes according to plan, okay? But you're not aware of the plan. You're not aware of the shift. All you see is execution. What are you comparing yourself to, right? Okay? Let me tell you a key thing that I do that you should start doing if you want to compare, right? I am not married to the process. I am married to my goals, okay? I reach my goals because I'm married to the goal, not the steps it takes to get there. I will change those steps as long as I reach my goal. Some of you are married to the plan, thinking it's the only way to get to the goal. You're married to what you see this person doing and how they got to the goal, what you see that person doing and how they got to the goal, not having any idea it probably wasn't the initial plan. Okay? It probably wasn't even the initial plan. So let me tell you the number one thing you should do is mind your business. Okay? The number two thing that you should do, stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop waiting till the launch is perfect. Stop waiting till the offer is perfect. Stop waiting till the service is perfect. Stop waiting for perfection. And let me tell you why. Because you're never going to be perfect until you start doing. Anything you do before the doing of a thing is theory. That's what theory is. Did you know that? That's theory. Until you start to execute and get more information, right? Because the information is in the market. The information is not in your head. The information is not even in your coaching. The information is not in your plan. Those are things that are theories to help you to get there, to help you to have information you didn't consider. But the information that you really need is in the market. You have to execute to get to that information. Okay? There's an education in the doing that helps you to get to perfect. Okay? All of that theory, all of that planning is not what makes you perfect. It's not what gets you to perfect. Only execution, only doing. So another thing, if you have your blinders on and you're worried about yourself, okay, and you're worried about your business, what you should be comparing is not yourself to other CEOs and not your business to other businesses. What you should be comparing is your own progress forward. Okay? What do I need to do to move the needle forward? Okay, these are the results I got the first time. How can I get better results the second time? Get even better results the third time? That's what you should be comparing. Compare your now to where you want to go by how you're moving forward. That is your only litmus test. That is your only measuring stick. And let me tell you something. When you use that as your measuring stick, when you use that as your object of comparison, you cannot lose. You cannot lose because all you're doing is moving forward. Even if you're not moving forward as fast as you want to, even if you're not moving forward as much as you want to, you're moving forward. It's forward motion. You're moving the needle. That's what's most important. So I want you to put your blinders on. I want you to stop comparing yourself, stop comparing your business. I want you to stop trying to be perfect because you're trying to be perfect because you're comparing yourself. That's why you're trying to be perfect. You don't want to be out in the streets looking crazy. Well, if you wasn't looking all around, you wouldn't know who thinks you're crazy. Focus on your business. Focus on moving forward more and more and more. That's what real success looks like. That's what real progress looks like. Execution, doing, moving forward. So these are the things I want you to do to protect your CEO energy, because you're going to need that energy to give you the strength, to give you to move forward, right? To go ahead and adjust and pivot. So these are the things I want you to do to protect your CEO energy. I want you to protect your time. Okay? I want you to protect your time. I want you to protect your peace. I want you to protect your health. Okay? Sitting at a computer 12 hours a day without moving, not healthy. Okay? I want you to protect your energy, and it starts with you. You stop comparing you. Okay? You mind your business, and I want you to protect all of that so that you can move forward, right? You do better when you focus on doing better than you did the last time. All right. So that's my Labor Day message for you guys, because I love entrepreneurship. I love business. And I want you to feel it as a labor of love and not a labor that's burdensome. Okay. And as always, I'm always giving you the value, always giving you the value. So last week, we had a challenge called Get More Money Challenge. The week before that, we had a Get More Done Challenge. This week, starting tomorrow, we have another free challenge to help you to move your needle forward, right? It's called the Get More Reach Challenge. I know you need to get more eyes on your offer, right? You know what money-making activities to do with the time that you have now found. I want to help you to get more eyes on your offer and extend your reach, okay? So that's what we're doing this week, starting tomorrow night. It is free. Let me give you this link so you can go ahead and go sign up. It is at shaycannon.com/reach, REACH. Go ahead and sign up. If you want to be a VIP, there are even more things to help you, right? Because for every day when I'm teaching you something, what happens is I give you a workbook to work it out, okay? And then you got some bonus stuff going on. So let's see. It says error message, wait a moment, then try again. Okay, well, let's try again. We're posting this link to the challenge. But it's at shaycannon.com/reach. There it goes. It just went through. shaycannon.com/reach. Now, we get started tomorrow night. I hope that you join me. It is free because it is my mission to help you make sense of this small business world, because I do help you make sense of it, right? I make it make sense. I'm known for that, right? I take complex things and I teach it to you in a different way and share it to you in a different way. Give you other things to consider so that you can move the needle forward. That's what I'm known for. And so that's what I want to do to help you. So I'll see you tomorrow night, shaycannon.com/reach. But until then, I want you to make business and this entrepreneur journey a labor of love and not just labor. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow night for the challenge, Get More Reach Challenge. And I'll see you in the morning for our regular time for T-10 minutes with Shay, your favorite fractional COO. See you in the morning and see you tomorrow night. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope that you guys had a great holiday yesterday on Monday. It was Labor Day yesterday, so I hope you didn't labor too much. In fact, it's crazy because I did a live yesterday. It just wasn't our normal morning 7 a.m. T-10 minutes live. It was a special live for Labor Day, and we're going to be talking about pieces of that live all this week. But let's do a proper introduction. Welcome to T-10 minutes with Shay. That is your favorite fractional chief operating officer. And so I hope that you have your tea, because we do actually have tea in the morning. So you can join me with your tea. Again, today I am talking about labor of love, entrepreneurship, right? Well, I didn't finish my proper introduction, did I? So I am the chief operating officer. And what I do is I support CEOs to make sense of their business so that it creates and funds their freedom, right? And I lead by example because my freedom looks like living and working my business from anywhere in the world. I am currently living in the tango and beef capital of the world, which is Buenos Aires, Argentina, right? So this segment is all about you joining me for a little business banter on the balcony here in Buenos Aires. As the city comes alive, it gives me the right energy. I'm hoping that energy is coming to you. So you will hear city sounds because the city is coming alive, right? Now, this week, what we're talking about is entrepreneurship as a labor of love, right? We want more of the love than we do the labor. We definitely want more of the love than we do the labor. Yesterday, if you didn't catch my live yesterday, it was a special live. Good morning, good morning. I want you to go back and watch that replay, right? Because I talked about CEO energy and what you need to be focused on to move forward in success, okay? What you need to be focused on to move forward in success, because some of you are focused on the wrong thing. Some of you are comparing yourselves to who you think is most successful. So it's a lot of nuggets over there in yesterday's replay, okay? All of this is coming from this week's blog. So if you go to shaycannon.com/labor, okay? shaycannon.com/labor. Hey, Miss Barbara. Then you will get those blog posts. And I want to talk to you about the first part, right? Because when we are small business owners, most of us became so with freedom as the flagship reason as to why we are small business owners, right? So it becomes a labor or a burden when we don't feel that freedom, right? When we don't feel the freedom that we went into business to create. And I'm all about freedom, right? You heard it in my introduction. I'm all about freedom. But there are certain things that make you feel not free, okay? There are certain things that make you feel not free, even in your own business. So what I want to talk about is the number one thing that creates a prison of entrepreneurship for small business CEOs. And you know what? See if you can guess in the comments. See if you can guess. I can see the comments. So what do you think is the number one thing that takes freedom away from small business owners? What do you think the number one thing is? I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Okay, there's a little lag. So while you're guessing, I'm going to go ahead and tell you. You can see if you were right. Okay? The number one thing that takes a small business owner's freedom away, or feeling of freedom within their business, and makes it feel like a burden or a labor, right? People pleasing, not having boundaries. That's the number one thing, not having boundaries. Some of you get so caught up in trying to say yes to everything that your clients want, because you feel like that's where your success lies, right? That's where you'll make the most money. If you just say yes to everything the client wants because the quote unquote client is always right. No, you need boundaries, okay? Boundaries are the number one thing that helps you to create freedom in anything that you do, not just in business. If you feel overwhelmed and all of that in your personal life, is probably because of lack of boundaries. But in your business, if your business feels like a prison, if it feels like you don't have the freedom that you wanted to enjoy when you started your business, most likely it's because of a lack of boundaries, mostly around the people that you serve, right? You're so busy trying to make them happy. You're so busy trying to bring them transformation that you don't create the right boundaries. Well, let's talk about some of the things that happen when you don't create the right boundaries, okay? When you people please and you say yes all the time in your business, it is a poison. It is at the core of burnout, okay? Because you're over there doing all the things. Okay? So it's at the core of what burns you out, okay? You know what else it does? It makes you show up in non-excellence, okay? You're supposed to be showing up in excellence, but because you're so busy saying yes to everything, you're not showing up excellently. You can't show up in excellence when you're saying yes to everything, okay? And the next thing that happens is you have lower revenue than you should. Why? Because you're saying yes to all of these things that should cost more money, or that's getting in the way of your money. Therefore, you're not making as much money as you can, okay? Boundaries help you to make money, okay? Boundaries help you to show up in excellence. Boundaries help you to not be burnt out, okay? and your boundaries should be incorporated in your processes. You didn't know I was going to bring this back around to operations, did you? Well, the reason why you feel like it's a labor or that it's a burden is because your processes aren't protecting you, and they should. That's what they're for, right? Anytime you go outside your processes, when you start to feel these negative things. So you should be creating processes that protect you from burnout, protect you from not showing up in excellence, and that protect you from not making enough money, right? Your process is about making your business a well-oiled machine, right? And if your business is a well-oiled machine, then you service the client excellently and more quickly, which allows you to get more clients, right? If you have the right boundaries, you have the right pricing, you're making the right amount of money, it affects your revenue when you don't set boundaries. Okay, so we're talking all week about entrepreneurship being a labor of love, not a burden. Okay, not a burden. So today we talked about boundaries. Yesterday we talked about comparison as a thief of joy that's interrupting your CEO energy. So I want you to go back to yesterday and check out that, because it's very important, right? Today's is very important. This whole week is going to be very important. We're going to touch on all the things that are in the blog post for this week. So go to shaycannon.com/labor, and you'll get all the niggas if you want to go ahead, right? Go ahead of what we're going live on. So today we talked about boundaries. Yesterday we talked about your CEO energy and comparison being the thief of joy, and how to actually move forward with your goals. And tomorrow we're going to talk about another thing. But before I get out of here, because I'm averaging my 10 minutes, I want to invite you to this week's challenge. I'm having a challenge every week in September until the last week of September, where I'm inviting you to a summit. All of this is about transformation in your business to help you get more out of your business. That's the theme of the summit. Each week we are having a challenge to help you get more of something specific. We started off the first week with Get More Done. I helped you to manage your time and manage yourself around time. Last week, we talked about Get More Money, right? So when you freed up that time, we talked about the money-making tasks that you should be filling that time with. This week, we're talking about Get More Reach, okay? Get more reach. You need to get your offer in front of more eyes. And so I want to help you to get more reach. And you do that with content, but I'm going to help you to do it in different ways, right? Y'all know I help you make it make sense, right? I take the complex and I make it simple so that you can actually execute and get the transformation. So we're going to talk about content in ways that maybe you haven't thought about. So join. It starts tonight. So go ahead and join shaycannon.com/reach, REACH, reach, okay? This week, we're doing the Get More Reach Challenge, and I invite you to join me. We get started tonight. It is not too late to go ahead and join. Go ahead and do that thing. And so I will see you tonight. And until then, I want you to have a great day. But we're talking all week about entrepreneurship as a labor of love. And I want you to come get this transformation tonight to help you to get more reach. Again, it's at shaycannon.com/reach. I'll see you tonight. And if not, I'll see you in the morning. But I should see you. Hold on. I should see you tonight. I know you need more reach. Join the challenge. All right. See you guys later. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to T minus 10 minutes with Shay, your favorite fractional COO. That's Chief Operating Officer. And it's TEA because I hope you are actually joining me for tea, because I am actually drinking tea. All right. So who am I? I am Shay Cannon, the fractional Chief Operating Officer. I support small business CEOs to make sense of their business so that they can create freedom and funds. Okay, freedom and funds in their business. Okay, both freedom and funds. We want both. We want freedom and we want the funds to fund our freedom, right? So we want both. And I lead by example. My freedom looks like living and working my business from anywhere in the world. I am currently in the tango and beef capital of the world, and that is Buenos Aires, Argentina. And I am enjoying it, out here living my best life. That's what my freedom looks like. And this segment is all about a little business banter on the balcony in Buenos Aires, okay? Because I have it out here on the balcony with the city coming alive and waking up, so you will hear city sounds. I just thought about something. I didn't plug in my mic, so I don't think y'all can hear me as well. So let me plug in this mic for you. Is that the right hole? Yes, yes. Yay. Okay, so you guys should hear me better now. So we're doing a little business banter on the balcony here in Buenos Aires as the city comes alive. So the city will be citying. You will hear city noises because it's waking up, we're waking up, and what a great energy, right? So let's talk about what we have been going over this week. We're talking about Monday's holiday. It was Labor Day. So we're talking about business as a labor of love, okay? Business as a labor of love. And so on Monday, I did a special segment. It wasn't even in the morning, it was in the afternoon. It was a special holiday segment. And basically, what I talked about on Monday was you minding your business. That's what I talked about on Monday, okay? Minding your business. You minding your business as in stop looking around at everybody else, and you minding your business as in focusing on your business, right? So Monday we talked about comparison being the thief of joy. And that a lot of you are comparing your business to other businesses, and that's not what you're supposed to be doing, right? Like you have no idea what's going on inside other business. Stop the comparison and focus on your business. And what you do is you focus on doing better and better. And then what's happening is you're moving the needle forward. And that's the success that you're looking for. That's the comparison. Where you are now versus where you want to be. And then you do it again. Where am I now versus where I want to be? And you keep moving that needle forward. Okay. On yesterday, we talked more about CEO energy, right? CEO energy, and the things that help you to keep your energy, so that it doesn't feel burdensome to be in business. Okay, so all of this is coming from a blog post. It is at shaycannon.com/labor. Okay, I'll put that in the comments later, but it is shaycannon.com/labor is the blog post that we are discussing this week, right? Now, yesterday was CEO energy. Monday was mind your business, right? So focus on your business. And today, what I want to talk about is team culture, right? Because yesterday we talked about the freedom of owning your business and being your own boss. And some of that stemming from having bosses in the past that were horrible. Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for joining me. It comes from that, right? So if you were ever in corporate America or you ever worked for another business, you had another boss, more than likely what happened was you did not want to leave because of your actual job. You wanted to leave because of the atmosphere at your job or the way that your manager managed or your boss bossed. Okay? That's usually what it is. And so yesterday we talked about how you could be your own worst boss because you're not setting boundaries and it's disrupting your CEO energy. But today we're talking about what is the energy and the atmosphere you're creating for your team. Okay? So you might have had a horrible boss. Now the question is, are you a horrible boss? I think that's a zinger. I think that's the thing. I'm a drink kill now. Let that sink in, okay? You might have had a horrible boss, but are you a horrible boss? What is the culture that you are creating around your team? Okay, what is the culture? What is the atmosphere? All right, I want you to think about that, right? Because success thrives on a successful atmosphere. That's why they say iron sharpens iron. That's why they say, you know, if you want to be happy, get around happy people, or that happy people make other people happy, right? There's a certain energy that you should be creating for your team members, okay? For your team members. And it should be not that you're not holding them accountable, okay? It's not that, okay? What it is how pleasant are you to work for? How pleasant are you to work for? What are the things that you're infusing as a part of the culture, especially if you have a remote team? That means your team members are not housed in the same place. They can't kind of gather away from things to kind of create their own culture. You are definitely the captain of the culture if you have a remote team. Okay, so what are your team meetings like? Okay, what are they like? Are you infusing some type of something so that the team members can get to know each other as well as get things done, as well as report on things, okay? What are your processes and procedures like, okay? Is there a lot of friction in those processes and procedures for your team to work? And is some of that because you're a control freak? Are you micromanaging instead of macro managing? Okay, because macro managing means you manage the result that you want. You don't manage how they get to the result. A lot of y'all need to do a lot of macro managing instead of micro managing, which is you're all down in the step by step. Get out of that thing, right? Get out of that thing. What is the culture like? Are you considering the lifestyle that they want to live and infusing it as a part of your team culture, right? Where is the freedom for your team? Where is the freedom for your team? Do you have a culture of freedom that encompasses your team? What does that look like? That might look like getting to know each person so that you know what makes them happy, so that you use what makes them happy as a way to reward them, right? Instead of you just giving what you want to give, you get to know them and you give something that they would truly appreciate. And guess what that does? It adds to the culture of your company. What is your company culture? Yesterday, we talked about you might be a horrible boss to yourself. You might not be giving yourself rest. You might not be giving yourself vacations, right? Your boundaries are making you have burnout. Today, we're talking about, are you a horrible boss to your team? Okay, what is your team culture? Do you have a culture of hustle and burnout? And who you think wants to join you in that? Nobody. Nobody wants to join you into a culture of hustle. It's the culture of your team that you expect for your team to work harder than you or care more about your company than you do. Is that the culture that you're creating? Because nobody wants to be a part of that culture. Okay. I once had somebody tell me, I want my team to think about my company every day. Who you think want to think about your company every day? Even if they work in your company every day, nobody wants to think about getting your company ahead every day. That's your job as a business owner. That is not your team's job. Your team's job is to happily work the processes that move your company forward. Their job is not strategy. Their job is not to love it like you do. It's yours. Why would they love it like you do? They don't even get paid what you get paid, right? So what is the culture that you're creating for your teams, especially if you have remote teams? You can infuse things that are fun for remote teams so that everybody gets to know each other and they get to know you a little better. Okay, they want to know who they're working for. They want to feel a part. They want to feel some ownership. They don't want to feel like they're working on something that you own. They're less likely to care as much. Okay, so today we're talking about team culture and how we're kind of trying to create a business that we love, and it's a labor of love and not a labor of burden. That's what we're talking about today. Now, we hit our 10 minutes and I got all the value out, so I'm kind of proud of that. But I want to invite you to something. I want to invite you to take part in this week's challenge. It's the Get More Reach Challenge. We're talking about content, but we're talking about it in ways that you probably haven't thought about, right? Lots of people tell you need to create content. Hardly anybody tells you how, right? I'm giving you the goods. I'm making it make sense so that you can take actionable steps to get content out and extend your reach. But we're talking about content in different ways. We're not just talking about social media. We're talking about it in all kinds of ways, right? So go to shaycannon.com/reach, REACH. Sign up for this free challenge. This is Super September. Every week of September, I have something going on to help you to get transformations in your business, okay? We started at the end of August with the Get More Done challenge to help you to manage your time and yourself around time. So we opened up time for you, and guess what else we did? Last week, we had a Get More Money challenge to help you to know what tasks you should be doing in that time that we gave you, right? So money-making activities, that's a transformation, right? This week's transformation is helping you to get more reach. It includes content, but it's not just content. So I implore you to join the challenge. It is free. This is Super September. We got something for you every week of September. This week is the shaycannon.com/reach, REACH, the Get More Reach Challenge. I'm telling you, join it. It's free. Now, if you're smart, you'll join it. It's free. We're on day 2, but that's not a problem. You're just in time for some good stuff. Okay, join it because tonight we get started with day 2. But if you're smart, you'll join for free. But if you're smarter, if you're a genius, if you're really, really smart, you'll be a VIP. Because the VIP have things in store for them that help them to move the needle. right? So you get the presentation free, but the VIPs get more time with me. They get workbooks to help them with the tasks they need. They get all the replays because the replay leaves every day after 24 hours, right? So yesterday's replay will be taken down today at 6 before we get started with today's day live, right? So I implore you to be a VIP. So if you're smart, you'll join the challenge. If you're a genius, you'll be a VIP. All right. Go to shaycannon.com/reach, REACH. It is already in the caption. You can just click that thing and get started. All right, guys. That's what we have for today. Again, I will see you tonight if you're smart enough to join the challenge. Otherwise, I'll see you in the morning for another T minus 10 minutes where we're talking about business as a labor of love. Have a great day, everybody. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning. Welcome to T minus 10 minutes with Shay, and that's TEA. I actually have my tea, and as you know, every Monday through Thursday morning, I invite you to have tea with me in the morning. It's part of my morning ritual. So join me, join me, join me. Now, what is this thing called T minus 10 minutes? I'm going to tell you more about that. But you're here with your girl, Shay, your favorite fractional chief operating officer. And what I do is I support small business CEOs to make sense of their small business so that it creates and funds their freedom. Creates and funds their freedom, right? And I lead by example. My freedom looks like living and working my business from anywhere in the world. And I am currently in the tango and beef capital of the world, which is Buenos Aires, Argentina. And so I have this segment, T minus 10 minutes, to share with you some of the same strategies and growth and scale methodologies that I use with my clients who are seven figures, multiple six figures, and six figures, right? So if I can help them, I can help you. And I do that here. My mission this year has been to help more people in more ways because everybody can't be my client. But I don't want to leave this earth with all this knowledge in my head. So I find more ways to impart it to you, small business owners. And so guess what? I came up with this segment, and it's just a little business banter on the balcony in Buenos Aires. So I just want you to look at it like that, right? So all week we have been talking about, based on the holiday, we've been talking about business ownership as a labor of love, right? I don't want it to feel laborious and burdensome to you, right? And so there are some things that you can do to make it not that, right? So Monday, we talked about minding your own business, right? Don't compare yourself. Don't compare your business to other businesses. Keep your mind on your business and make your business be better and better each time. If you're going to compare your business this month to what it is last month so that we can be better next month. That's the comparison I want you to make, right? And so that's the only comparison, and that'll keep you in love with your business rather than feeling your business as a burden, okay? Tuesday, we talked about boundaries, right? We talked about boundaries and how sometimes we do a little too much. We don't respect our boundaries. And guess what? Processes and procedures are just boundaries. When you allow people and clients to go outside of your boundaries or your processes, then what happens is you start to feel burnt out, right? You can't even show up in excellence because outside of your processes, you're setting yourself up for failure, right? Because the processes make your business a well-oiled machine so that you can show up in excellence. So when you go outside of those processes, what happens is you start to show up not in excellence more often than not. Okay. And guess what else you do? You lose money. You don't make as much money as you could because your processes allow you, as a well-oiled machine, to service clients excellently, which gets you more clients, word of mouth referrals, and it helps you to get through servicing clients more quickly. That means you can get more and more clients. So that's money. So while you're out here people pleasing with clients and going outside your processes, you're costing yourself stuff. So that's what we talked about on Tuesday. Then yesterday we started talking about how you're taking the love out of the labor for your team. Okay. So yesterday we talked about team culture, especially if you have remote teams. Okay. So what is the atmosphere that you are creating for your team? What is the energy around working for you? Right? Because what we know is most often people don't quit because of the job itself and the role that they play in a company. They often quit because horrible bosses, toxic environments, and crazy coworkers. Okay, so what do you have going on in your business? What is the culture of your business? All right, and so we're going to continue that today, our last T minus 10 minutes for the week. And all of this is coming out of the blog post of the week. The blog post of the week is shaycannon.com/labor. Okay, I'm going to put that in the comments later. No problems. But today we're going to talk about expectations of your team. Expectations of your team, right? Nobody likes to work in a position where they don't know what success looks like. Okay, because giving them the duties is one thing, so they know what to do, but doing them in a way that you deem correct, doing them in a way that you deem success, right? What is the result? What are the KPIs, the key performance indicators, right? You need more than processes. Hey, Dr. Tachi, thank you for joining me. Good morning. Taj, thank you. Good morning. Thank you for dropping the blog for this week. So, are you setting them up for success, or are you setting them up for failure? You can't just give your team members role, a job description, and think that that's enough. Good morning. Good morning. You can't do that. You have to let them know what success looks like. Have you ever dealt with somebody and they told you what they wanted and you gave them that and it still wasn't enough, right? It's like they kept moving the bar. That's how it is when your team doesn't have KPIs, right? They don't know what success looks like. You haven't told them, and sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. To them, they're doing the same thing each time, but you're moving the bar of what success looks like. No, just like you have job descriptions, just like you have processes and protocols, you need to have key performance indicators. They need to know what success looks like. If you want more success, tell people what success looks like, right? So you not only need to create a culture that is a great culture to work with, where they can feel of labor of love, right? Where they can feel some ownership. Let them know what results you want and why. That way they can kind of own what they do, following your processes. I don't know if you know about being a step parent, right? But the key to a blended family is to allow the step parent some ownership over the kids, right? If you want somebody else to care about your kids, give them some ownership. They can't just be your kids and you expect them to love them. No, it doesn't work that way. Same thing in your business. Nobody's going to care more about your business than you, especially when you're not giving them a piece of ownership for them to take some pride, right? For them to give you a result and know that they are successful. Those are the things, the intangibles, right? That drive a team to work well for you, to work hard, be productive, to care. Let them own things in their role. Stop trying to micromanage and macromanage, okay? Macromanage is you tell them what result you want. Micromanage is you right there hovering over them every step by step to get the result. Know the difference and govern your team accordingly, okay? So that rounds out this week and talking about making our business a labor of love rather than a labor of burden, right? And so I hope that you have enjoyed this. Catch the other replays. Again, Monday was about minding your own business and stop comparing your business to other businesses. Tuesday was about boundaries and how processes are just boundaries for your business. And when you don't respect your boundaries, how you can't show up in excellence, right? How you burn out and how you don't make as much money. That's the key, right? Yesterday, we started on your team, okay? What culture do you have around your team? Are you creating a toxic culture for people to work in when they work with you and work for your company? And today, we're talking about key performance indicators. How does your team know they are successful? All of these things together can help you and your team love your company just a little bit better. Love your business just a little bit better. And guess what? When you love what you do, you make more money. You make more money. Some of y'all trying to turn a passion into into profit, and it's not working because love is not enough. You need something that somebody else wants, but that's for another day, for another week. We'll talk about that later. But in your business that's making money, if you want to make more money, okay, make it a labor of love. So these are the intangibles that nobody's really talking to you about that I love bringing to the forefront for you, because sometimes business operations and business management is not just about managing the business. A lot of times it's about managing yourself as the CEO. Managing, that is a zinger, isn't it, Tasha? Zinger, right? Sometimes it's about managing yourself as a CEO and managing your team better. Okay, because you guys are the X factors in the business. The processes stay the same. You show up differently every day. So manage yourself, manage your team so that we have better and more profitable businesses. All right. Now, this is Super September. And every week this month, I have transformational information going on for you, transformational events. And so we've already had 2 challenges. I helped you to get more done. And then with the time that you save, I helped you to fill it with getting more money. And this week, I'm helping you to get more reach. If you are not a part of this free, did I say free? FRE, free challenge, okay? Well, I'm giving out great information for you to have transformational, processes and things going on in your business. We need results. So I make it make sense for you so that you have actionable steps to actually get you to the transformation. You need more reach. You need more eyes on your offers. You need to be a part of this free challenge. We're in day 4, but we have another day to go. You might have missed day 1, day 2. Actually, we're in day 3. We're in day 3. Tomorrow is day 4 because I forgot Monday was a holiday. But it's not too late. So go to shaycannon.com/reach, REACH, and join the challenge. Even if you only catch these last 2 days, that's going to be more than enough for you. If you become a VIP, then you're kind of a genius because you make up for missing the days. You get the replays. You get workbooks to help you with your actionable steps every day. You get access to me to ask your questions. We have a work session that while you're working and getting your action steps together, I'm there to help you along the way if you have an obstacle. Let me tell you something. You can't get better than that. Okay, so only for $27 can you upgrade and come behind the velvet rope and be a VIP. So if you are smart, thank you, Tosh. Go to that link, shaycannon.com/reach, join the free challenge. If you are a genius, you will pay $27 and upgrade and be a VIP. So I will see you tonight for the challenge. It's also tomorrow. Okay, so we don't have T-minus 10 minutes tomorrow in the morning. We do the replay tomorrow, but join the challenge, join the challenge, join the challenge. Get more reach. All right, I'll see you guys tonight for the free challenge, okay? Or I will see you Monday for T-minus 10 minutes. All right, have a great day, everybody. Thank you, Taj. Thank you, Taj. Have a